Once upon a time, in a vibrant African village surrounded by green mountains and sparkling rivers, there was a well-loved but mysterious woman named Mama Tega. She ran a small, lively manicure shop on the busiest corner of the village marketplace. Her shop was famous for the soft, gentle way she washed people's feet, massaged their hands, and polished their nails. No one left her store without being renewed, their feet and their hands clean, their nails shining. But Mama Tega had more than one business to her name. She also owned the village's only borehole, a prized well of clean water that everyone depended on. In this village, water was more valuable than gold. It was scarce and precious. So, Mama Tega charged a small fee to anyone who needed to fill a bucket or two. Villagers gladly paid, grateful to have such easy access to fresh, clean water. Mama Tega's businesses thrived and she became known as a respected figure in the community. However, hidden beneath Mama Tega's warm smile and friendly greetings was a secret. For a long time, she had been cutting corners to increase her profits in a way no one would have suspected. Each day, her shop was filled with customers who came to soak their feet in warm soapy water, scrubbing away the dirt and dust from their long journeys. After washing each customer's pedicure, Mama Tega would save the water in a large hidden drum instead of pouring it out as people might expect. She kept this drum in the back of her shop, tucked away from prying eyes. When night fell and the village lay asleep, she would quietly carry the drum of used murky water to the borehole, where she did pour it back into the tank. By doing this, she could stretch the borehole water supply while charging villagers the full price as it were fresh and pure. Her plan was clever and for a time no one suspected a thing. Villagers continued to come by the dozens each day, filling their buckets, drinking the water and washing it, all unaware that they were paying for water that had been used to soak feet and wash away dust and grime. But all secrets eventually come to light, and Mama Tega's was no exception. One day, a young boy named Kofi, who occasionally helped sweep Mama Tega's shop in exchange for snacks, noticed something odd. After each customer left, he saw Mama Tega carefully pouring the used foot water into a large drum instead of discharging it. His curiosity got the best of him and he began to watch her more closely. One night, Kofi decided to follow Mama Tega after she closed her shop. He hid behind a large mango tree as he watched her carefully lift the heavy drum and make her way towards the borehole. Kofi's eyes widened as she poured the dirty water into the borehole tank, the very source from which all the villagers filled their buckets each day. Shocked and horrified, Kofi ran back home, feeling as though he was carrying the weight of the village's biggest secret. The next morning, Kofi could hold it no longer. As the sun rose and villagers gathered at the borehole, he climbed onto a nearby stalk of firewood and shouted, "Listen to me, everyone! Mama Tega is putting dirty water into the borehole tank." Villagers stopped in their tracks, looking at Kofi in disbelief. One elder who had always been fond of Mama Tega asked gently, "Kofi, what are you talking about? Mama Tega has always cared for this village." But Kofi told them everything he had seen. He described how Mama Tega collected the dirty water from her customers' pedicures and under cover of night poured it into the borehole. Shocked and furious, the villagers began to murmur, their trust in Mama Tega shaking to the core. Determined to get to the bottom of the matter, they marched to her shop, determining to demand an explanation from her. When Mama Tega realized she had been caught, she tried to defend herself. "My friends, you know how much water means to us here. I couldn't stand the thought of wasting it, so I found a way to reuse it." But her reasoning fell on deaf ears. The villagers were horrified to think they did be drinking and cooking with water that had been used to wash people's feet. Furious, they insisted that Mama Tega turn over control of the borehole to the village council. She resisted, but the council's decision was firm. They would ensure the borehole water remained clean, with a few trusted villagers responsible for its upkeep. In the days that followed, villagers boycotted Mama Tega's manicure shop, unwilling to trust her with their hands and feet or their water. But business dwindled and Mama Tega soon found herself isolated and alone, a once respected figure now shunned for her deception. Over time, The borehole water flowed fresh and pure, and the villagers learned to keep a close eye on their resources. Kofi, once the quiet helper at Mama Tega's shop, became a hero in the village for exposing the truth. People came to respect his honesty and sharp mind, often seeking his advice on matters big and small. As for Mama Tega, her story became a cautionary tale told to every child. Never betray the trust of your community, for once trust is broken, it may never be earned again. The villagers and the village elders would remind them all that just as water can nourish life, it can also reveal truths hidden in the depths. And to this day, the villagers draw clean water from their borehole, always grateful, always watchful. Thank you for watching my video. Please, if you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to my channel in order to get notified when we upload our subsequent video. And please do not fail to give me a like button if you enjoyed the video. Thank you.